I'm lucky to have Linda as part of our task force and also part of our community in Kennebunk. We work hand in hand on a lot of cases involving our elderly, falling victim to scams such as the gypsy scam. We were talking earlier about a particular case, and I'll have her fill you in a little bit more on that.
Yeah, we had, unfortunately, an elderly customer had a gentleman stop by, knock on his door, and ask to do some yard work for him. And our customer wrote a check. The person came to the bank to cash the check. The work didn't get done to the expectation, and we had involved the police at that point, but because it was kind of a civil matter, there was really kind of hard to prove a crime. But we had flagged the customer's account, and this past winter, with all the snow, the same individual came back to our customer and offered to shovel snow. Came into the bank to cash a check. We had the account flagged, so the teller gave me a call, and I was able to call our elderly customer to remind them that this, wasn't, probably the person they wanted doing work for them, considering they had done scams in the past. Fortunately, because of our communications in the prior instance, we were able to get a hold of the police department, and they also intervened and were able to make a couple of arrests in the case as far as transient sellers not having their licensing in order. But more importantly, we saved the customer almost $600 to have a little walkway shoveled.
One of the most important things that we try to emphasize is if it doesn't feel right, it usually isn't. And if it's too good to be true, it generally is. A lot of our elderly fall victim to those who they trust. Those they trust most to include pastors, grandchildren, neighbors. The statistics prove that 80 to 90% of all of the suspects involving these cases are people that they trust and or family members. So it's very important for them to reach out. Please know that all cases, it doesn't mean that we're going to arrest somebody. Intervening, working together with different multidisciplinary approaches to try to remedy the situation is more important to us than to get a conviction. We're here to help, truly, honestly. And if that means just having an intervention with people around the table and solving those problems, then we're more than happy to do that.
Yeah, because the one thing with these financial crimes with the elderly is that, not only is it their entire life savings in a lot of these situations, but it involves that family member, that loved family member. So you really have to handle the cases very carefully and very uniquely. Not everybody goes to jail because it may not be the best thing for the elderly person. It's bad enough to know that your money is gone, but to end up putting one of your own loved ones in jail on top of that, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to do it. So, it's kind of hard. So we have to really intervene and work with the customers and get them the resources they need, whether that be, through legal services for the elderly, which is, free to any Maine resident over the age of 60. Mm-hmm. So, getting them help and assistance, not just throwing bad guys in jail.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.